Everyone wants to pass prop firms, I know that, but not everyone can because not everyone has what is needed to pass a prop firm or to become a successful long-term trader. The good news is that everyone can have what is needed, and that's what we are going to break down in this video. I'm going to tell you what are the three main things that I do believe that every single trader needs in order to pass a prop firm challenge and become a successful long-term trader. So let's get into it, starting with a trading strategy. I've touched on this a million times in this YouTube channel, so I'm going to try to keep it brief. What's the difference between the casino and the gambler? The gambler is always going to lose long term. This is because all the games in the casino are designed in order to give a statistical advantage to the casino. Doesn't even matter if it's just 51 to 49. What this ensures is that by every 100 games played, around 51 of them are going to go in the casino's favor and 49 of them are going to go into the gambler's favor. So if you gamble $1 on every single game throughout 100 games, your loss expectancy is at around $2. In trading, we are the casino because our goal as traders is to have an edge that has proven to us over maybe 100 trades, 200 trades, that after all those trades, we are going to have a good profit expectancy. This is what our trading edge is. It doesn't matter if we take a loss or two because the other 98 trades are going to compensate us and make us profitable.
My price went up. I made it.
This is why you need a trading strategy, and it can be whichever you want. I'm not here to Okay, but you can indeed use the link in the description if you want to know where I learned to trade from and what my main strategy is. Having a trading strategy is going to help keep you grounded when wins come and when losses come too, because it gives you a reference point of, am I being overly emotional? Am I being overconfident? What is happening within my trading? And this is crucial for your psychology and obviously also for your results. The last thing that I would like to point out in this section is that only go for a prop firm challenge if you have a strategy that lets you statistically pass the challenge. This is because some of you might have a strategy that has maybe a monthly return of around 4% on average, and in that case you can't really pass a prop firm challenge, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's plenty of other ways to get capital. But the problem is, if you are looking for a prop firm challenge, you are looking for at least a 4% return in 1 month or a 10% return depending on my Forex funds or FTMO, which are the two ones that I promote. And if your profit expectancy is not 8% or the minimum required to pass the challenge, you are going to have to deviate from your trading plan just in order to pass the challenge. So I do not recommend it. Either decide to go for other types of capital, and there are other models, for example in my Forex funds, or just let it be, prove your consistency, and then maybe go for an investor directly. And the great news is also that if you have a great profit expectancy that maybe gets you over that 8 or 10% threshold, make sure to use the links in the description and you'll get 5% off from my Forex funds. And FTMO is just an affiliate link. I unfortunately don't have a promo code. But that put aside, let's go on to a problem that I see that a lot of people do, which is proper risk management. Like, wow. This is really how you see that trading is filled with gamblers. And this is how you can make sense of why 95% of traders lose or 99% of traders lose. Is it strange that in the My Forex Fund CEO interview that he said that around 95% of traders that trade for FTMO do not use stop losses? And do you see any correlation to the statistic that I said 10 seconds ago? First, let's tackle the no stop loss people, which is, how can you even calculate your risk? How can you even have proper risk management if you do not have a stop loss? The only way that you can control your risk is by knowing what stop loss you are going to use, and then according to that, using your proper lot size. Second, you either don't use a stop loss because you are way too overconfident, or because you have your ego on the way and you don't want to be wrong. Either way, it's gambling.
Man, stop playing with me. What?
I do believe that a lot of you watching are interested in becoming successful long term and don't want just to become rich quick with a 100k account, and that's why I am making this video. If you want to become successful, then your risk management needs to be on point. I personally don't recommend anything over 1%. There are some people that do 2-3%, but that's definitely not the case for myself, and there are also people that are more conservative and do 0.5%. And the reason I recommend 1% is because of the psychological blocks that losses can give you if you take a loss that will inevitably come. I found that 1% seems to be a nice sweet spot for a lot of traders, because if you do end up taking a loss, which you will, you still have 99% of your account left, which is a lot, and 1% doesn't seem to make a dent. But the thing is, if you don't use a stop loss and all of a sudden CPI data comes out or something, all of a sudden 10% of your account can be completely wiped. To a lot of people, definitely 100% of their account is completely wiped. So be very careful with that. With prop firms, you normally have a drawdown limit of around 10%. So there is a big difference between risking 1% and even 2%, because with 1% you can take a total of 10 losses in a row. And with 2%, that's already cut in half. You can only take 5. And if we go on to 3%, all of a sudden you can only take 3.33 losses in a row and you're out. So please, if you want to make it in this game long term, then make sure to always use a stop loss and have proper risk management.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Let's go on to the last one, which is an abundance mindset. This is the last one and I'm going to keep it brief. Guys and girls, let me tell you that prop firms are just a small stepping stone in our trading career, because if we keep at it, in 20 years we are going to be looking back laughing at the amount of money that we were wishing for when we were in these early stages. Because once we become consistent, once we can prove all that long term, like seriously, money will be raining. There's no shortage of it in this world. So we need to have an abundance mindset when it comes to money in order to not get as many psychological hurdles of, ah man, I failed this challenge or I took this loss, because in the grand scheme of things, there's a lot more to come and a lot more challenges to come too. So please keep this in mind and don't let one challenge make or break you as a trader. This video is called 3 must-haves to pass a prop firm challenge or something like that. But in reality, this could be called the 3 must-haves in order to become a successful long-term trader. All these 3 topics that I've talked about in this video are crucial for our development as traders and our success long-term. So if you are able to stick with this, and if you do have proper risk management, a good trading strategy, and an abundance mindset, the probabilities of you becoming a successful long-term trader really do increase. Just like my mentor said in this interview that I've made with him. So if you want to check that out, make sure to click in this card. And yeah, that's basically it. I love you all. Peace.